See in the chat. Yes, I was meant to say best org in America, not Americas. I just used to saying Americas, man. I'm used to saying it. Smurge. But here we go. We're getting into our next series. We're getting into our next matchup, into our first qualifying match of the broadcast, and spawning in the left-hand corner of ley lines, we have the Mexican Terran player, the blue Terran. It is SpeCial. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the red Protoss player from Brazil, representing Team Hellfire. It is MasTeR. Here we go. As we are jumping in, as we are selling into our fresh best of 5 series. And if you're in the chat, predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim this series, who you think will qualify for the America's closed qualifier. Will it be our Brazilian or our Mexican Terran? Best of luck. Best of luck in the chat as predictions are underway. And we are jumping into our fresh series. Now, coming into this, I do favor MasTeR as we get into the mid game. I think I mentioned this in his series against Inexorable. I do favor MasTeR if we get into the mid game, but SpeCial can be very tricky, be very cheesy, very aggressive. SpeCial has a plethora of builds available. SpeCial, he is not afraid to commit to non-stop all-ins, and the meta right now has been favoring a lot of all-in play in TvP. So it's going to come down to MasTeR scouting. It's going to come down to how well MasTeR can defend and survive the aggression of SpeCial. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy here. Meanwhile, SpeCial double gas opener, going for a faster factory. Delayed CC out of our Terran player. Does go for delayed CC. As MasTeR does pull away. Behind this, we should be seeing a safe opener out of MasTeR, whether that entails a 3-gate blink or a robo, yet to be determined. Yet to be determined here. As there's that CC on the high ground. Meanwhile, my eyes are going to be on the Tech Labs, on the add-on. So far, it is going to be the reactor on that Rex. Reaper moves out. Adept does keep up. Oh! And the Reaper is going to fall as well. Yeah, the KDA charge did actually help MasTeR, lunging the Adept forward. So far, so good. Better start for MasTeR. Behind this, Tech Lab is on the way. Now, do we open up Cyclone into Cyclone drop? Do we go into tank production? Do we go for an add-on swap here into earlier Banshee play? There are a lot of options available here to SpeCial. You can even go Widowmine into Medevac into drop. There are options. Tech Lab is now done. Starts off with the Cyclone. Cyclone first. Back at home, Twilight Council's on the way. It's going to be a Twilight Council opener out of MasTeR, working towards Blink. Blink is on the horizon from our Protoss. Extra gateways. I wouldn't be opposed to another gateway as well. 3-gate Blink would be very safe. Will it be there? MasTeR breaks forward. SpeCial. Chopping over the CC. The initial Cyclone is revealed. Medevac is on the way. Medevac into add-on swap. As we catch out another one of these Stalkers. Yeah, the Cyclone lock-on is brutal. Takes down how many? Takes down 1 Stalker, takes down 1 Adept. A nice catch here from SpeCial. He can back up, he can repair. Meanwhile, there's that add-on swap into Cloak Banshee. That's what we were waiting for. We were waiting to see if it was going to be tank production or add-on swap into Banshee. So Cloak Banshee on the way. Now, thankfully, MasTeR is going for a safety robo on 2 bases. He throws down extra gateways as well. He has 2 gates done and 2 gateways on the way. 4 gates blink out of MasTeR. Very aggressive. You don't often see this. And the robo should allow for an observer, but is going to be in position in time, yet to be determined. Meanwhile, SpeCial starts up his tank production as well. This setup here can turn into a 2-base all-in. He can build up tanks, build up Banshees. He can either harass with Banshees or move out with the main army. With Cloak, it should be to harass though. Yeah, rally it out. Rally it out to harass. And this is going to be a tough hold for MasTeR, especially considering he doesn't see this coming. And MasTeR, based off this opener, he doesn't want to be defensive. He wants to be aggressive. He wants to move out. Which means there's a high chance he won't have enough at home to defend. Assuming he Moves out and doesn't expand. We'll see. SCV goes down. Reaper is getting ready to dive in. As the Stalkers move out, Banshee moves in. I think it's the Reaper. But the Banshee does hit the natural. Does cloak. Yeah, Probe's going to be going down. MasTeR, he commits. Oh, does make in time. Observer pops out just in time as well. Very nice defense. MasTeR holds. MasTeR, he holds back at home. Across map, dives on the tank. Gets one. Takes down one of the tanks. Nice control. Does pull away. And MasTeR is all over this, at least so far. Ooh, does blink. Does pull back. And so far, MasTeR, he shuts down the Banshee. Shuts down the first tank. MasTeR, he's on this. Ideally, he does want that Cyclone. MasTeR, yes, on siege. Has to get out of here, but it might just be too late. As the Prism does get away, no lock on. Whew. Does pull back in time. SpeCial moving out, headed towards the third. MasTeR's trying to build up. So far, the blink control here is on point. The Marines are going down, and MasTeR, he shuts down the push. Yeah, he shuts down the army. Can he dive on top of the tank? Oh, can he dive? Almost. Casito. Banshee at the same time does hit the mineral line, but alas, once again, MasTeR is in position. He shuts down the Banshees. He shuts down the push, and MasTeR takes a lead. Very nice defense. Has to be careful there. Oh, on the bait. Stalkers, they get baited. One Stalker goes down. SpeCial does hold. He does defend. But now MasTeR can focus on his aggression, on his push. Yeah, Juanito, he's hurting. What do we see? 2 more Raxes. What do we not see? No third CC. This looks like a follow-up 2-base all-in. I mean, it's been hyper-aggressive from SpeCial already, so it's going to double down and turn this into a 2-base all-in instead. Stim is on the way. +1 is on the way. Does mule down. And I don't see SpeCial's natural being broken. The main base, different story. There's one tank. We could try to blink in and try to deny try to deny Stim. Go for the add-ons. For now, though, MasTeR getting fully saturated. You can see MasTeR is up 20 workers. And from here, can tech up into charge, +1. Storm as well. Or, I say Storm, actually going to be Colossus out of MasTeR, not Storm. Oh, gets a Marine. SpeCial's trying to be cheeky. Ideally, he wants to try to get within range of the Stalkers. He's trying to bait MasTeR in. He's trying to. You see once again, yep, SpeCial sneaking up on those Stalkers. Oh! Tank volley goes off. Oof, takes out a Stalker. Again, you can see how much a tank volley can do. SpeCial, he just assumed there was an observer. And MasTeR, he does back up. There's a Stim. MasTeR pulls away. SpeCial, he breaks out. And we don't pull the boys yet. But that's going to be a lot of tanks. That's how many? 4. 4 tanks for SpeCial. A massive bio army. Remember, he's all in. And behind this, still just rallying. Still just rallying across the map. Oh! Prism is deflected. As the tanks do siege. Ideally, MasTeR, he was trying to cash out on siege. Trying to cash the army out. SpeCial does reposition. MasTeR being bullied back. Oof. From here, he can attempt to surround. But SpeCial is ready for it. Going for the Colossus. Oh my god. Colossus taking a lot of hits. MasTeR collapses in, comes in from behind. Can he get us over the tanks? It's going to be close. Yeah, nice target firing. The Colossus goes down instantly, but the tanks will fall. Prism is started down, but GG gets called. MasTeR, he shuts down the all-in, and MasTeR takes game number 1. Whew, GG. GG, well played. A very intense game there. Again, MasTeR, he was able to keep up. He was able to, again, shut down the Banshee and the tank push. Really impressive early game defense by MasTeR. He shut down the multiple aggression of SpeCial. Likewise, able to shut down the all-in as well after he took the lead. Bearing in mind, remember, he was up 20 workers. He had a booming economy, so he could afford a larger army, could afford the Colossus, could afford the charge lots. And with that, GG. GG, well played. MasTeR, he does take a lead in the series, but it's a best of 5. We have plenty more games ahead of us, and again, that was still a very tense game. Now, as I mentioned before, coming into this SpeCial, he should be the aggressor in this series. Here, we saw 2-base all-in. 2-base all-in at a SpeCial in game 1. I do expect to see more of this kind of play. Not saying that we'll see the same build, especially after game 1, after the failed Cloak Banshee aggression, but we can see faster tank production, we can see an early tank drop, we can see commitment into Cyclones. There are other builds that SpeCial has up his sleeve that we do expect to see. I'll be surprised to get into a longer standard macro opener into a macro game. That's not really SpeCial's MO. But we'll see. And it's going to be up to MasTeR to react, to respond, and to keep up with SpeCial. Catching up in the chat. SpeCial, first time seeing him in a long time. Is he playing some tournaments now? SpeCial, he did go on a hiatus after EWC. So SpeCial, he was on like a break for 6 months, I want to say. I think the last time he competed was around like July of last year, like around July. And he was absent throughout August, September, October, November, December, like he was gone. And especially if you were watching the CranKy Ducklings, we covered him. He did return in, I want to say March, like February, March. He returned playing 2v2 tournaments with Cham. He returned playing 2v2 tournaments. And for the HSL, for the Hispanic StarCraft League, that's when SpeCial started playing again. So he started playing again like in March, coming into April. Then, of course, we had the confirmation of EWC, and SpeCial is now playing in this qualifier. But we don't really, but SpeCial for the most part, he's not full-time anymore. SpeCial doesn't devote as much time to playing. SpeCial, he does practice a little bit. He started playing again for HSL, which was again a couple months ago, like 2 months ago. He started playing again, but we don't really know like his practice regiment or anything like that. So again, nowadays he's playing a little bit more like part-time, like a little bit more for fun, from my understanding. Still a strong player though, still a strong player. But here we go, we're getting into our next game, and spawning in the bottom hand corner of Persephone, we have the Mexican Terran player, the Blue Terran. Down in the series, we'll see if he can bounce back. It is SpeCial. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have the red Protoss player from land of Brazil, representing Team Hellfire. It is MasTeR. Here we go. As we are stepping into our next game. Yo, I see Tavito in the chat. Tavito, papi, Tavito. Oi. Why aren't you in the brackets? Mabel will coach him. Oh no. David. For now though, we do have our openers underway. Once again, double gas here by SpeCial. Double gas into a faster factory. And we saw that last game, this led into an early Cyclone, into add-ons into Cloak Banshee. Right, this led into Cloak Banshee after the CC. This can lead into Cloak Banshee again. This can lead into early tank, into tank drop. This can lead into committed Cyclones, into 1, then 2 Cyclones, and move out across the map. Like, there are options here available. This can even lead into a mine drop initially, then into delayed Cloak Banshee. But we'll keep an eye on SpeCial. I saw someone in the chat asking about Scarlet. Originally, we were hoping to try to cover Scarlet versus Inexorable, but Inexorable's out of the tournament, and Scarlet has a good chance of going up against Reaper in a qualifying match, but Scarlet is still in the early rounds, so we're still a ways away before Scarlet does end up getting into some of those qualifying matches. Hopefully, we're able to feature some Scarlet later on in the broadcast, but it depends how things line up. Does depend. Like, I would love to cover like Cham's match. I'd love to cover Scarlet's match. I'm referring specifically to their qualifying matches, but again, it depends on, you know, how the brackets turns out, what area is delayed, and where we end up. For now, we're focusing on MasTeR versus SpeCial, which is a banger. Like I feel like a lot of people that don't watch much like American StarCraft or Latin American StarCraft probably don't know who MasTeR is. Like, MasTeR, he's, I would say, the best Protoss in Latino America right now. Or maybe top 2 with Mute. Like, I think there's an argument to be made between Mute and MasTeR. Like, they're both top 2, I would say. Other MasTeR has been playing and competing a lot over the years and has been improving a lot as well. I remember when he was a young boy playing back in 2020, 5 years ago. Now he's an old man. And as I mentioned before, like, I do favor him like in a longer game against SpeCial, but like SpeCial's terrifying, like especially early on. Speaking of, we did have the tech lab on the initial factory. We have initially the Marine Muda Mine drop into very early tank production. Remember, last game we went for the add-on swap. This time no swap. This time really fast tanks. So the tank count is going to get fast or get high real fast and real quick. Drop gets across the map. Behind this, it is going to be 2-gauge charge. Oh. Interesting. Shield batteries on the low ground. Sentry goes down. No force field. And there's gonna be a tough hold here. Mine shot. Ooh, takes down 2 slugs. 2 slugs go down. Brutal losses there from MasTeR. Ay, ay, ay. MasTeR, he will hold, but that was a shaky defense. As he will lose 2 probes. So in the end, it was going to be 2 probes, a sentry, a stalker for a Widowmine, Reaper, and 2 Marines. This is a better trade for SpeCial. But what I find intriguing here, that's not blink, that's charge. Now, I believe from my understanding, going into like 4-gate or 3 to 4-gate charge like this is designed to hard counter a tank-based all-in. But before we can even talk about the tank all-in, 5 probe kills, 6. MasTeR, he doesn't take this seriously. He bleeds out too many workers. He does not pull away. He gets punished for it. 7 workers go down. That is critical damage. And that should not have happened. That should not have happened. Ay, ay, ay. Third base is now being taken. It was out of position, had to be cancelled, had to be rebuilt. And MasTeR, here in game 2, he is struggling. Charge is now done, which is great and all. Here comes the tank push, but unfortunately, MasTeR, he has no tell. He has no tell that it's coming. He doesn't know. He's trying to move out, but I mean, he has no reason to warp in, to get ready back at home. Takes down a medevac. And again, MasTeR, he can shut this down if only he was aware. As only has 2 zealots. Only 2 zealots. He's getting more gateways, and SpeCial, he's going to be able to sneak up on him. He can even just ignore the 3rd and go straight for the natural, to be honest. Yeah, MasTeR is out of position. Yeah, he's out of position. He's racing back home. MasTeR is supply blocked. He cannot warp in. He has all these gateways, and he can't use them. As also collapsing in the army. Trying to force friendly fire. Nice on siege there by SpeCial. He will pull away. And he will get out. And again, you can see just how effective charge-ults can be when it comes to engaging with these tanks early on. Like, that was a nice defense by MasTeR. But he's got some recovering to do. As SpeCial does get away with the medevac. Does boost away. Behind this, what do we have? We have 2 more Raxes in production. Uh-oh. Sorry, 5 in total. We have a 5-rack setup. Stim is on the way. Early Stim production, no more tanks. And this is going to hit like a truck. Stim, combat shields +1. MasTeR, he has to buy time for Colossus production. Needs more time. Not in a bad time because doing my job. Tomorrow I'll be there. Gah! Oh, let's go. I'll be cheering for you, Tabito. We might cost you tomorrow. We might cost you. Those who don't know, Tabito, he's of course a Peruvian Terran player. Este Tabito. We'll be there for him. MasTeR pulls away. He does spot at least the initial drop move out. SpeCial does expand. Okay, SpeCial, he's expanding, taking a 3rd CC. I wasn't sure if he would commit on 2 bases, but he is settling down. And we're getting to a longer game state. Okay. From here, drop into the main. Is going to be shut down. Oh no! Is going to be cleaned up. Likewise, SpeCial, he was distracted. Better fights out of MasTeR. And this is what he needs. This is what he needs. Better fights, better engagements. MasTeR moving up with the Colossus. Can MasTeR break this position? Remember, there's only one tank. There's no Widow Mines. I think he can. If he brings everything together, he can try to break this, but not without the Colossus, though. Okay, he's a little bit too soon, a little bit premature. Has to pull away. Does back up. Does back up. Whew. Okay, we're taking a breath. SpeCial building up. MasTeR, he is behind when it comes to his base count. He needs a fourth. He needs to get up and running as quickly as possible. SpeCial being active. With a heavy bio army. Especially he does get a glimpse of the Zealots. Did spot them. Does fan out, pulls away. More Colossus are building up. And Zealots say, do get across the map, but alas, there's plenty of units here to defend. SpeCial is ready. He will shut this down. The Zealots, they don't get any damage. Nice control here by SpeCial. Does hard down the Zealots ahead of time. They'll slow them down. We'll clean most of them up. Very efficient trade. Meanwhile, we do have a second robo on the way. Disruptors are amassing as well. Now, as we get into a longer game state, I mean, MasTeR, despite having a shaky start to the game, he is stabilizing. It's still going to be a shaky defense. That's a lot of Vikings. So far, how many? 8 Vikings for SpeCial. The goal here to focus down those Colossus. I believe there's no War Prism. Oh, sorry, there is one, but it's across the map. Yeah, it's not here to juggle the Colossus. And he commits. He does commit to the fight. Colossus are going to be targeted down. He gets one. One Colossus does fall. Now the other. There's one Colossus left. And we need more Zealots. We need more charge lots. It's stuck behind the army. Never coming in. Disruptor does overextend. And SpeCial is done. SpeCial is done. He breaks on through. Again, that was a rough fight for MasTeR. SpeCial does outscale him. Had plenty of Vikings, plenty of Ghosts, EMPs as well. And MasTeR, he wasn't able to recover. Not from the early game. GG gets called, and SpeCial takes game number 2, tying up the series 1-1. Whew, GG. Again, it's so difficult to recover from that kind of early game aggression. So difficult to make up for those early losses. MasTeR, he almost got there, almost, but not quite. Not quite. With that, he was just overwhelmed. GG. GG, well played. With that, we have a back and forth, and we're getting into game number 3. We'll see if MasTeR can have a cleaner early game, or if SpeCial can ramp up that aggression and break him early on once again. Here we go. As our players are getting ready. Here we go. Do have our lobby. And our next game is going to be on Ultra Love. Ultra Love is coming up next. One of these smaller maps in the map pool. Aggression is favored here on Ultra Love as well. So we'll see what SpeCial can pull off. Oh no. And here we go. We are now getting into our next game, and spawning in the bottom left hand corner of Ultra Love, we have the Mexican Terran player, the Blue Terran, tying up the series 1-1. We'll see if he can extend that lead and set for CA. If we'll see if we can extend that lead, it is SpeCial. Maintain that momentum. There we go. And spawning in the top right hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the red Protoss player, the red Protoss himself from land of Brazil, representing Team Hellfire. It is MasTeR. We've been up for, what is it, 13 hours now, casting? Let's go, let's go. Again, we should be hitting 15 hours, I think, by the end of the broadcast. We'll get there. For those that are maybe just now tuning in, we started, of course, 13 hours ago with with the EWC Asia qualifier. That led into the European qualifier, and now we're here with the Americas qualifier. Been up. Been casting. Let's go. Hasn't been non-stop. There have been like 2-hour breaks in between each qualifier cast, so we have had some breaks. So I was able to get some food in between and able to rest up. Rest my voice, I should say. Edit VODs. But we are the only streamers that have done all three. The only ones. That's just how we do. It's how we do. That's not double gas. Double gas opener here at a special. Likewise, we do have our standard opener out of MasTeR. Gate Cyber Expand. Gate Cyber Expand. Let's go. Once again, with this double gas opener, that means a faster factory, delayed TC from SpeCial. Now, remember in game 1, this led into, of course, an add-on swap into faster cloak Banshee. In the last game, we saw earlier tank production into a very early tank push. If you remember, it began with a Widowmine drop, Marine drop into the natural, and that was able to kind of lay the stage here for the follow-up tank push to push in between the bases to catch out the army to try to break the third. This time, what do we go for? We have yet to commit into too many Cyclones, but SpeCial does have a plethora of builds up his sleeves. Up his sleeve, even. But now there's that Reactor. Hellion first. We could just commit into Reactor Reaper Hellion and even go for a medevac to support. Okay, Hellion first into Widowmine. Moving out. Trying to catch out the Adept. Oh! And we'll be able to. Nice pickup. Yeah, nice control here by SpeCial. Takes down the Adept. Now going for the Stalker, and MasTeR's in trouble. Yeah, he has to pull away. Does kite back, trading as best he can, but he will lose that Stalker. And does not pick up a Reaper or a Hellion. They get low, but they don't go down. Behind this, there's that Widowmine, that medevac as well. Moving out with the drop. Guys rushing past. Once again, no shield battery. So far, SpeCial he's deflected. 2 more gates on the way. I believe that should be a 3-gate. Yep, 3-gate blink setup. Very safe play. Sorry, 4-gate blink. Once again, just like game number 1, we are committing into 4 gateways. Very aggressive. SpeCial pokes in, and he does confirm. Does get eyes on 3 gateways at the natural, and of course the 1 gate in the main. He knows. SpeCial, he's aware. Behind this, we were curious where the Tech Lab was going to be. Tech Lab stays on the factory, going for early tank and Liberator aggression. Meanwhile, drop comes in. Drop does come in. And Widowmine shots have yet to really connect. So far, picking up 2 probes. Oh my god, takes out a Stalker. And 1 Widowmine will escape. Widowmine pulls away, Reapers as well. Very efficient trade here from SpeCial. Very efficient. Meanwhile, he's building up his tank count. Reapers into the main. Getting a probe. Gets 1, gets 2. Now, these are better trades for SpeCial just because Reapers, they don't scale well, right? They don't scale well into a longer game, so whatever you can get is solid. Oof. No blink, another Stalker goes down. MasTeR, his attention's being spread thin. A lot of losses here. Losing 5 probes, 3 Stalkers. Bearing in mind, he did open up 4-gate blink. And SpeCial is secure. His tanks are set. Where did the Liberator go? Oh, there it is. I was like, what happened? The Liberator does hit the main. Nice target firing at a special. Gets 1, 2, 3 probe kills. Now, bearing in mind, there's no stim, there's no bunker either. If the stalker count was a little bit higher, then I could see MasTeR breaking this position. But he does go for the dive. Gets the tank. Takes down the tank. Does pull away. Bleeds out another 2 stalkers. That was a better trade for MasTeR. That was a better trade, bearing in mind there are no more tanks. Like, there's no more tech lab on the factory. There's no tank production. There's only 1 tank left. And without any tanks, we can trade against the Marines. Boys are being pulled. Does repair in time. But these are better trades for MasTeR. Behind this expanding, getting a 3rd base. Charge on the way. Forger +1. MasTeR rotates into the main. The tank is in position to protect the tech lab at least. But not the other add-ons. MasTeR, he does want the tank. Oh, goes for the reactor. Reactor goes down. And should blink away. There we go. Does blink away in time. The blink control is on point, and he doesn't lose a single stalker. But the observer will fall though. Observer does fall. MasTeR rotating over towards low ground. There are 2 bunkers in position. Nice blink control. Does pull away. Yeah, special is not being broken. Back at home, we do see MasTeR on full 3-base saturation, at least mineral-wise. Building up his charge lots. We do have the Bay on the way for Colossus. Once again, no Storm. It's interesting just because right now in the meta, it is a lot more common for Protoss players to go into Storm because of the energy overcharge. But MasTeR has been a lot more fond of Colossus instead. It does feel like a very stylistic choice. We'll see if at any point MasTeR does invest into Storm. There's pros and cons to Storm. At the moment, there is a lot more potential with Storm. Like, there's a lot more value that you can gain with it. MasTeR, he does lose a Stalker. 1 Stalker goes down, and MasTeR getting ready for a backstab. Prism is going to be able to warp in. Special moving out. Moves out, does catch a Stalker. Gets 1, gets 2. And MasTeR inattentive. Zoltan moving in. Back across the map, nothing on him to defend. SCVs are going to be going down, but especially just commits. He's just going to commit anyway. No warp in. No reinforcements. MasTeR getting a 4th. That's very ambitious. 4th base on the way. Needs time for the Colossus. Can't engage quite yet. And now he has to. Yes, too soon. It's too soon here. MasTeR's going to lose every single Zealot. The Colossus now arrives. It's going to be close. Nah, there's none of Zealots. None of Chargels here. It's still so close, so the tank is going to fall. Takes down the tank. And MasTeR holds. Whew. MasTeR does hold, but that was an expensive hold here for MasTeR. He lost the Immortals. Both Immortals went down. All the Zealots as well. Again, the Colossus was just a couple of seconds too late. Does survive though. And he gets away with a 4th. Meanwhile, Special gets a 3rd. Special gets a 3rd base up and running. And it's one of those things where sure, MasTeR, he defends, he survives, but those were expensive losses. Ideally, as a Protoss player, you want the Protoss army to build up over time with the Colossus, with the Immortals, with the Stalkers as well. It's not run base too soon. Special in position. Special is ready for this. He does zone MasTeR away. Now he should be a little bit more wary of those Zealot run-bys. As that's a lot of Marines, a lot of Marauders. And without Storm, this army is going to get out of hand. Speaking of Storm, there it is. Templar Archives on the way, but this is a late Templar Archives. Go. As this is a terrifying bio army here for Special. Colossus, their utility here is limited because of the Vikings. Again, there are 7 Vikings. And MasTeR, he needs to zone at the same time. They'll say, do hit the base. SpeCial doesn't care. Does commit. First Colossus goes down. He gets 1. Nice EMP. Takes down the first Colossus, takes down the second, and takes down the third Colossus as well. Yeah, MasTeR, he cannot hold on. He's being overwhelmed. Base goes down, but alas, the army falls for MasTeR. MasTeR, he cannot contest against this. Not without splash damage. And again, Colossus, they're just not in. I feel like you're seeing here as well the reason why Storm, I should say, is in meta right now. Unless they're Colossus. Colossus is just so vulnerable. They go down so fast and so quick. If the Viking hand is there, I'll pick up. We do see MasTeR trying to break out. Vikings do land. The Nova does connect. Massive connection. But there's still just so much. There's still just so much left over. Yeah, the Nova was not good enough. And SpeCial, he will overwhelm. He will overwhelm GG. And SpeCial, he will take a lead in the series at 2-1. GG, well played. And again, the Colossus, they just haven't really been a factor both in this game and the last game as well. Just because of the heavy Viking count, the Colossus, they are just so fast to be targeted down. There are ways to counteract that, specifically when it comes to zoning Vikings away with your Stalker movement and your Stalker positioning. Likewise with a War Prism as well to help juggle and try to bait out Viking shots and preserve the Colossus as well. But you do have to babysit. You have to babysit your Colossus. So they are fragile units. You have to protect them with your Stalkers, protect them with your War Prism. Otherwise, they go down so quickly. And with that, MasTeR, he's one game, sorry, SpeCial is 1 game away. 1 game away here from claiming the series. MasTeR, can he recover? Can he bounce back? And can he force the ace match? I want to believe he can. Oh, but this is a rough map. Oh, yeah. Up next, we are going to be loading into Pylon. Pylon is going to be coming up next here. Pylon is one of the smaller maps in the map pool. This map is known for aggression, is known for all-ins. And this is going to favor SpeCial, for sure. It is going to favor his style. We'll see how MasTeR adjusts. We'll see how he adjusts over time. We'll see how he will change his approach, if at all. Let's go. Here we go. As we're getting to potentially the final game of the series, SpeCial needs 1 more game to claim it to advance on into the next round. Let's go as we're getting some updates here. Dolan took down Ryzer to 0. Chan took down Haptaya. We have Chan versus Dolan. Ay. Best of luck. Best of luck to all mijitos. Best of luck. As we are getting into our next game here, and again, potentially the final game of the series is spawning in the top left-hand corner of Pylon. We have the Mexican Terran player. We have the blue Terran leading the series 2-1, 1 game away from qualifying for the America's Closed Qualifier. It is SpeCial. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have the red Protoss player representing Team Hellfire from the land of Brazil. Down in the series, he has to fight back here and now to force the ace match. It is MasTeR. And we open up not with what I expected, I'll be honest. Coming into Pylon, the rush distance by ground is very short. The rush distance by ground is very direct as well. We do see a lot of all-ins in all matchups on Pylon, not just in TvP, but again, in all matchups this is applicable. But we do see SpeCial opening up with a proxy racks across the map. I would imagine the plan here is to... I was going to say the plan is to go for a bunker rush, to go for a bunker here on the low ground, and to deny some mining time. There is only 1 Rax here, which is what's interesting me. Double gases. How are we piecing this all together? Let's go. Let's find out. As the Rax will complete. Reaper's on the way. And yeah, we're going for the bunker. Okay. We're sane. I was like, this looks like a bunker rush. And yeah, so the goal should be for the SCV to poke in and to try to get a bunker behind the mineral line. Or in the mineral line. Oh, actually, never mind. Going for the eBay block. Okay. Doing one better. eBay block here at the natural. MasTeR will be forced to pull the boys. Actually, did open up Zealots. Never mind. As he did probe scouts. The Zealot has arrived. Pro Scout does confirm the Rax is missing. That is a factory, so the Rax is nowhere to be found. And the Reaper does reveal itself. We do get the chrono boost here on that Stalker. Reaper dives in. Oh. Nice control. Reaper goes down, but did get 2 probe kills, so not the worst trade from SpeCial. Behind this, more Reapers are on the way, and MasTeR has yet to expand. And he needs to. SpeCial is the first to get his CC. Ay, ay, ay. MasTeR moving forward. Does get a... Oh, that was a kill! Oh my god. That should not have happened here. So that was a kill, not a cancel for SpeCial. Despite the fact that he killed 2 probes, I would say this is now suddenly a much better start for MasTeR here. I mean, I say that. It is still a late expansion. True, like, the base is still late and the economy is still delayed, but, I mean, hey, he does kill the eBay at least. Wasted resources for SpeCial. Back at home, oh, god. I mean, SpeCial, he's one to do this. Mech. Second factory is on the way. SpeCial, he is gonna mech it up and make it happen. Oh boy. So mech is seen at the highest level of play, specifically players like Gumiho, for example. Bjorn and Maru have also been playing mech as of late. Specifically though, Bjorn and Maru, they've played mech against Zerg players. Gumiho does, or is one of the few that does play mech against Protoss. SpeCial is one that does it as well. There are some niche builds where you can go into these very heavy, these very crisp Cyclone timings, where you can catch out a Protoss army and overwhelm them, and that should be what SpeCial is going for. Right, Cyclones are revealed. Macro accelerators on the way. And the problem is that I don't know how much experience MasTeR has against this, right? Like, how often does MasTeR play against this kind of play on the ladder? He doesn't often play against players like Gumiho, I would imagine. So, yeah, we'll see how he's able to respond to this. Ideally, against mech, you do want to go into charge lots. Like, charge lots, they're kind of like Zerglings in a sense where they do a great job at tanking lock-ons and closing the distance and closing the gap and diving on top of Cyclones as well. So ideally, you want to get into a mass gateway composition, charge lots with Archon support, with Immortal support, into a robust ground army. But the first step is confirming what's happening. Currently, MasTeR still doesn't know. Observer moves out. MasTeR is still in the dark. Behind this, going into 3-gate blink. So 3-gate blink Stalker. This is just a standard safe opener out of MasTeR into a third base. And this should lead into charge, naturally. Like, it should just lead into charge. And there we go, charge is on the way. From here we should be seeing a Forge and +1. Observer does see the Cyclones. He knows. He now knows what's going on. But can he do anything about it? That's the problem here. There's one Cyclone for each Stalker. MasTeR pulls away. He needs more warp-ins. There we go. He set up. Does waste a shot here on the Reaper. Does not break the lock-on. Yeah, lock-on isn't broken. 2 Stalkers going down already. Getting up to 3. 3 Stalkers do go down. And you can see these Cyclones just bully the Stalkers. Ay, ay, ay. As once again, lock-on. He dives in. Oh, he's crazy. He dives in, which means the lock-ons, they stay on. And with that, every Stalker goes down. Blinking forward was a bold move. It's not worth it. Not worth it in the end. And SpeCial has done it. SpeCial, he has done it. He has broken through. That was a bold move there by MasTeR. He was thinking he could maybe break through those Cyclones, but no, you cannot respect the Cyclone, Papi. SpeCial, he will overwhelm. He will claim the series 3-1, qualifying for the Americas Closed Qualifier. GG. Whew, GG, well played. SpeCial does make it through. Again, I don't know how much experience MasTeR has against Battle Mech in specifically TvP, and unfortunately he just wasn't able to buy enough time for extra warp-ins. He wasn't able to buy enough time for charge either. It was a bit of a later scout from MasTeR, and again, he panic responded here by blinking, by trying to dive and blink forward onto those cyclones. The problem is that in doing so, you don't actually break the lock-on. Like blinking forward or blinking away, if you're still within range, the lock-on is persistent. It does persist and it does remain. And yeah, the Stalkers, they just melted. Oof, GG. GG, well played. And with that, SpeCial is going to be one of the first, if not the first player to make it through. To qualify. And what do we have next is the question. What's going on? What else is happening here on the bracket? Let's catch up on the bracket. Again, congratulations to SpeCial as it does advance on into the closed qualifier. My condolences to MasTeR. MasTeR played well for himself, especially game one. Game one did kind of set a tone for the series, but in the end was overwhelmed.